So, if you've ever felt overwhelmed by the mountain of travel credit card options, offers, and ads, and have no idea where to start or even what step to take next, then this video is made specifically for you. A great travel credit card setup will have you booking flights on points, accessing exclusive airport lounges for free, and cashing in annual hotel stays without spending a fortune. The bottom line is that while it doesn't take a rocket scientist to get you to the travel card setup that you need, it does take a good blueprint, and that's what this video is specifically made for. In 3 steps, no matter where you are in this process, I'll break the blueprint down for you and show you how you can make it exactly your own. So let's start right at the beginning at level 1, the beginner credit card stage. This is where your travel journey starts, and I'm opening up the first of the 5 slots that you'll eventually fill in building out your travel credit card lineup. Now within level 1, you're limited to just 1 slot for a very specific reason. You're going to master 1 powerful travel card, and by doing so and getting this right, you'll set yourself up for success when you fill out the next 4 slots. Slot number 1 is going to be focused on the low annual fee general travel credit card. There are 4 principles to follow when selecting your card for slot 1. The first is a low or no annual fee travel credit card. The first misconception that you're going to have to get over and get over immediately is the perception that annual fees are bad. Annual fees are common in the travel credit card game, but wait. We will show you as you build your setup how this will actually return more money to you than what you actually spend out in annual fees, thus making it well worth it over time. By following this guide specifically, I'll show you how to make your annual fees work for you and complement each other so you're not spending in the wrong areas and getting yourself into a hole. For slot 1, I want you to look for annual fee cards between $0 and $100. Principle 2 is a sign-up bonus. Here, you should target the range for this first card between $200 and $750 for your welcome offer. This bonus has to be met through your normal spending plan. A common expectation is 3 months for about $4,000 of spend in order to go back and capture that bonus. Principle 3 is travel portal access. Since we're building out a travel credit card setup, this is kind of an obvious one. This card has to have access to one of the travel portals. And step 4 is no airlines and no specific hotel branded credit cards. We're talking general credit cards here, and the benefits of that is that you'll have access to multiple hotels and multiple airlines and not lock yourself into one specific points currency. I've got 3 specific top picks in this category, and as fierce competitors with each other, they all have $95 annual fees and a welcome bonus valued at about $750. Those picks are the Chase Sapphire Preferred, the Capital One Venture Rewards, and the new Citi Strata Premier. If you are interested in any one of those cards or any of the other cards that I'll introduce to you through the 3 levels, feel free to check out the link down below in the description. Not only is it a free way to support the channel, but they'll also be helpful reference points as you learn more right away as you see what could be the best options in building out your setup. Before graduating to level 2 and building out your setup, you have to accomplish these 2 goals. The first goal to check off is understanding your card through and through. Understand how the earnings categories work. Complete front and back of the app interface and learn to pay your balance on time every single time. Step 2 is to actually go ahead and make your first travel redemption with the points that you've earned. This doesn't have to be complicated. Go onto the travel portal, book either a hotel or flight as your most common option, and get into the rhythm of seeing how these cards return value back into your life. All right, we're ready to move on to level 2, the intermediate level. And this is where we're gonna take a step up as things will get a whole lot more fun, but they'll also get more challenging too. And I'll warn you, as you get into level 2 and start building out your setup, you're actually going to be well ahead of about 75% of the rest of people out there. So you'll probably have some friends ask you how you're booking these trips or what you're planning in the future and how you're getting that done. Don't be too surprised once it happens a few times, because sadly, most people don't get this advanced with building out their own setups. Introducing slot number 2, the support credit card. The support credit card in slot 2 is directly connected to slot 1, the low annual fee general credit card. The support card covers a dirty secret about most credit cards that fill slot 1. And that secret is a lot of them don't actually earn very good point multipliers in most important categories. That is the direct purpose of the support card. The 2 support card principles that you have to follow to knock this out of the park. 1, earnings categories that benefit and add on to your setup that aren't covered by slot 1. 2, another welcome bonus that you can add to fuel to the bank of points that you're quickly piling up. Some recommended options using the path in slot 1 for the Chase Sapphire Preferred would be the Chase Freedom Flex, which provides 5% in rotating categories, or the Chase Freedom Unlimited, which provides a comfortable 1.5% back on every purchase you make. Option 2, again going off a potential slot 1 card in the Citi Strata Premier, would be the Citi Double Cash Card, which will earn you a flat 2% back on all category purchases. Now this card should be in the same ecosystem as card number 1, meaning now you've got 2 cards fueling towards the same point bank. Additionally, make sure you're picking this card with no annual fee, because this is not one to burn more annual fee dollars towards your overall setup cost. Let's talk about slot number 3, the second card you'll get in the intermediate level. This is the luxury benefit card, and there are a ton of very exciting options out there. Now, you're getting the freedom to look at some of the highest annual fee cards in the market in slot 3. But you're going to be ready for it because of the work you've done in slots 1 and 2 to prepare your setup for success. This is going to add another level of experience to your setup. Look for cards with lounge access, flight credits or perks, TSA pre-check or global entry, and higher earnings categories on some flight or hotel or rental car redemptions. 3 cards I recommend are the Capital One Venture X, the Chase Sapphire Reserve, or the Platinum card from American Express. Now on the decision you make for slot 3, you can either put this into the same ecosystem that you've been building in the first 2 slots, or branch out and give yourself some point diversity and pick a totally different issuer to continue with your setup. However, before moving on to the expert tier of level 3, you have to achieve these 3 goals. First, you have to effectively and seamlessly be managing your 3 credit card setup. Second, your spending categories should be optimized very, very strongly at this point, providing you good enhanced earnings coverage in your highest spending categories. And finally, you've got to go ahead and complete your first award redemption from transferring points outside of your own travel ecosystem into a transfer partner. This will teach you about cent per point value and give you firsthand experience searching for good award redemption and how to go through and get better at that process. Now we've prepared to reach level 3, the expert tier. This is the final stage of the blueprint to build out 5 credit cards that all perfectly complement each other while providing you with some really cool benefits and experience enhancements. I'll show you how to target max value here and also make this card setup very sustainable so it's almost effortless that you can keep this year after year, and give you some options to continue to expand and gain more of those juicy sign-up bonuses that will really make your travel happen. Slot number 4 is reserved for the airline credit card. Now, this is a fun one because at this stage, if you followed the blueprint, you've had a few redemption options. You probably know which airline you prefer or which hubs you typically fly out of or layover, and that should give you a really good idea about which airline branded credit card could be perfect to complement your setup and fill out slot number 4. You've got a lot of benefits covered already. However, there's an opportunity here for an airline credit card to fill some of the benefits that are still not accessible to you throughout your first 3 cards. The first one is free checked bags. Companion passes can be a really big benefit to allow you to fly a friend for free when you purchase a ticket. Lounge access diversity, maybe a different tier of lounges that still aren't accessible to you even through your luxury benefit card filling up slot number 3. Higher earnings multipliers that allow you to earn status with your favorite airline, and hotel and travel credits. Now, a perfect example of a card that matches a lot of those different qualifiers is one of my favorite airline credit cards at the moment, the American Express Delta SkyMiles Platinum card. I'll invite you to check out that video linked above whenever you're done watching this one. Let's now reveal slot number 5, the hotel credit card. This is the very last credit card that you'll add to perfect your 5-card setup. Some people may prefer to add the hotel credit card before the airline credit card. However, I want you to align with your highest area of spend, which for most people is going to be airfare over hotel stays. Regardless of which you choose, the principles of your hotel credit card should be looking specifically for the following. Automatic status granted within that hotel chain's tiers. This could mean things like complimentary breakfast or free and complimentary upgrades upon check-in. Look as well for free hotel nights. I recommend targeting specifically at least one complimentary night free every year that you hold the card, with the potential to spend to earn more. And look for sustainability. This card should have an annual fee that doesn't exceed the value that you get just from passively holding the benefits that it brings to you. Now that you have the template for your 5 cards, here are the expert level goals that will make you a credit card master and really allow you to perfect the setup that you've built. Expert goal number 1 is to create synergy between your hotel and airline branded credit cards and the rest of your setup. To achieve true efficiency, look for ways to make your cards work off of each other. For example, if you take the Delta SkyMiles Platinum card that I referenced before, and the rest of your setup is American Express centered, you can create a situation where you're earning membership rewards points through spending regularly at 4x multipliers on the Amex Gold, and you take those membership rewards points, transfer them out to Delta, and with your Platinum card, achieve a 15% discount on booking through Delta's award system. This is going to increase the synergy naturally in your spending and allow you to get even more benefits on the back end. Principle 2 is sustainability. Just because you have a luxury travel credit card setup doesn't mean you have to go broke in the process maintaining it. In fact, the best setups are the ones that are almost effortless. They target key benefits that you want to use, that you will be using every single year, year in and year out, so you're always returning a positive, effective annual fee, even with 5 different cards. Goal 3, get rid of the benefit and earnings overlaps within your own setup. This is a small one, but something to watch out for. If you're traveling by yourself, you don't necessarily need 2 credit cards that give you TSA PreCheck or global entry. You're only going to be able to use that yourself just one time. Intrinsically, you're paying for all of these benefits through your effective annual fee, and the more benefit overlap you have, the more you have to work to squeeze out all the extra benefits from your cards to make it all return positive value. And finally, the last goal is the one that never ends, and it's leveling up your experience and your expertise with your award redemptions and increasing your credit card setup. There will always be new cards to add and new award redemptions to book that get you increasingly better value. This is an ongoing learning process for everybody, no matter where you're at in the 5-card setup. There are slots in here that you could see yourself swapping out new cards that are issued, that have big welcome bonuses that just work at the right time. You'll also always be learning and wanting to learn more about redeeming for those perfect Semper Point values and really squeezing the best experiences that you can out. The very last resource I'll leave you with here, if you want something more personalized to your own situation, will be my credit card consulting link down in the description. It's completely free and just a great way to connect to talk a little bit more about credit cards so I can help you figure out what may fit your own life best. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.